Welcome into the Vitality Handbook. My name is Yao A. Owusu Jr., your resident Vitality consultant. I have to my left my brother in this game of wellness, Nicholas Lopez Jr., and my other brother from another mother, the prolific creator, athletic artillery, the alien, Andre Bibbins Jr., and we are together the Vitality Handbook. I made a special intro just because our conversation today it's about exercise, and we're about to go in. Before you guys can say anything, I want to have a confession here. Maybe the title will be Confessions of an Exercise Coach or something, I don't know. The confession is, I'm going to be honest with myself. As a 42-year-old male, black male, African, I started lifting like a bee. And I say that not for anybody to be triggered. It's just what the zeitgeist understands that to mean. Soft. And as you get older, things get softer. They get less activated. And if you have that intention of just coming in, I'm going to do 1 set, 2 set, 10-minute cardio, abs, and I'm out, you're going to look just like how we explained that. Very, very, very ordinary. And if you want to be an extraordinary person, right, in your mindset, you have to understand when you're coming into exercise realm, you have to go hard. That's the only way you're going to get any results in anything. Go hard with the recovery, go hard with the exercise, go hard with whatever you do, you have to put all in. His all in is different from my all in. His all in is different from my all in. Everyone has their initial start. I don't want you to get it twisted. Everyone has their initial start. But you need to put it all in. That's the only way you're really going to transform your body through exercise. It's different from any other pillar. You have to be disciplined and go all in. And my confession is, I was lifting like a little punk. You can put the other word in there if you want, but that's how I was lifting. And this gentleman over here to my right, I love Nick, but this gentleman right here to my right saved my life. He saved my life because he looked at me and he says, man, you got to get your upper chest going, brother. Your calves look weak, and it's not just aesthetically. This brother over here was climbing on my heels. We had a competition last summer. I'm telling you, if he didn't have a little hip thing, he probably would have got me. I'm saying this on camera. I'm confessing. And that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. I should not be in that realm where I can't perform. And he helped me get out of that. As you can see, the boulders are finally coming in and the upper chest is finally coming in. It's not for me to flex on you. It's the advice that I took from him. You guys know me, you're Vitality consultant, but the advice that I got from him, you guys have to understand, you have to have someone in your corner that's going to keep you accountable. And that's my gym. I'm going a little bit longer, but that's what I've learned through my experiences, through my education. And to become an expert, that's what I've learned, is that you have to have someone to keep you accountable, either yourself, and at the point, I couldn't self-regulate. I couldn't self-regulate because I wasn't doing what I needed to do, right? Plain and simple, drop the ego. If you aren't happy with how you feel, you aren't happy with how you look, you aren't happy with how you perform, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got to do something about it. So guys, that's what I want to get into. Take it whichever way you want. I took it that realm of confessing that I was not doing this exercise pillar to the best of my capabilities. And I knew how to lift heavy. I knew lifting heavy was what I needed to do because I got my body to that point. After I played football and I started doing bodybuilding, I got my body to that point. I just didn't want to do it. That's the bottom line. Lazy, excuses, just had a baby, whatever. Just didn't want to do it because I still have a baby now. But how did I do that? You get disciplined to do it. So go to you first, Nick.
I thought you were going to ask me a question.
No, sir. No questions here. I know you're the question man. So I'm waiting for you to give us the questions.
Got you. I would say both of y'all are doing a great job as African-American men who are also fathers, right? That's sometimes that gets overlooked in the media, sensationalist culture. You could be a sadist. You could also be a sensationalist. You know how like a sadist likes pain, a sensationalist loves drama.
Sadist, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I would say, you know, you guys are doing a great job as African-American men. You know, I had, not everybody has that example, right? So that's why others are not doing so good. Okay. So luckily, we are creating the example. And I think, yeah, that's really what I wanted to add, because a lot of men, I think the statistics already are falling, like over 30, like mid 30s to over 40s, I think.
Right.
I wonder what the statistics are, but as far as like things that exercise is a solution for, you guys are already part of the 1% of African American men, probably African American fathers. You're probably already breaking the mold. And so the question is, how do you encourage others to break the mold, since the data is saying that technically you should be falling off already? The data is saying that you should be falling off as an entrepreneur by now. The data is saying that you should be falling off as a father by now. The data is saying that your body type, sarcopenia is 50. Yeah, I was like a couple minutes away. Sarcopenia starts happening so how are you guys breaking the mold?
She just takes shots.
I
This
could carry it.
is a great
I could carry it.
question, though.
How would you encourage others to break the mold when technically the world researchers are saying that you should have fallen off already? And I would ask of you guys to filter the information in a way that's immediate. Like to those people who are in the audience, how would you encourage them to break the mold in a way that they can see the results within a day?
Results within a day?
I asked the experts on the panel, how would you encourage other people in your population type that technically you are 1% of, to begin to break the mold in a way that they can see some type of benefit today in terms of exercise?
Got it. Today is put this phone down or this laptop down or whatever you're doing right now, complete watching the whole episode, but then put it down and get on the floor and do a plank. After you do that plank for 1 minute, if you can't do it, 30 seconds, if you can't, 10 seconds, 5, something, you're gonna start doing push-ups. Do it from your knees if you have to. Then once you're done, go eat, rest, and then go on with your day. That's it.
What kind of benefit are they getting immediately in that day?
Part of how your system works is not motivation, it's just doing. If you do something, then your body will motivate itself to continue on. So you just turning the phone off when you are usually the person that keeps it going and putting it down, you've broken the mold already. You've already told yourself that you can do it. I'm going to exercise, and you haven't done it for weeks, for months, for years. And you're going to attempt to do that plank, and you're going to not be good at it. You're going to suck at it. But then you're going to say, I'm going to do the push-ups too. And you're breaking the mold again. So now you do the push-ups. You can only do 3. But you've done something. And what happens when you do something, emotion is motion. So once you get your body in motion, you have a slew of hormones, you have a slew of chemicals all through your body that are cascading that's telling you, all right, let's go, we did it. And that's all you have to really do. If you want to do it right now, put the dang phone down, plank, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, push-ups from the knees as many as you can.
Perfect. That was 10 seconds right there. While you're listening to it, you could be planking.
That's it. That's it. And that's what you can do right now, because we can say, do this, drink this sets, 5x5, this and that, this for high testosterone. We can do all that stuff. But if you don't have the discipline to do any of it, because you're hearing all this, you hear people say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it the next day, I'm going to do it, and that never comes. Then an injury comes. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. Or finances. Oh, I don't have the finances anymore to invest in that. Get off your butt, put it down, do it. Once you do it, you're going to have a sense of accomplishment. And that motion will then create great emotion.
So with that consideration in mind, what message would you give to those who also want to be up there at the 1% and, as far as exercise is concerned, to also break the mold, to also be part of that?
Yeah,
it's
it
called
is.
sensationalist.
Right?
Sensationalist,
people
right?
Like sensational.
So most people are that's not in the 1%, right? So, they advocate having a dad bod. They love. So that's what I'm saying. So they advocated, and that's what they're looking at. Yeah, man, it's great to have a dad bod, right? They comment on each other's stuff. Yeah, man, dad bod. Yeah, man, it's great, man. It's never like no one for someone like me to come and check them. Y'all, bro, yo, Nick, yo, you gotta lift. Nick, just stop, just lift. That's gonna snap in. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So they don't have no one like that in their corner. And then when someone like me, they'll ask me a question, right? Those same type of people, and I do come at them that way. And now I realize I have to tell them I don't mean it in a harmful way.
Right.
But when I do come at them that way, they take it as that. Even though I told them I'm not coming at you in a, this is the way how I, because it's passion, right? It's not me being, oh,
Right.
It's more passion and care and all those things like that, right? And want to help.
Right.
So they don't take that advice. Those same people that, but they'll take they'll advocate and cheer on the dad bod thing. But when they come to me or I check them, I say, man, listen, man, you got to do this. You need to do, you need to get your, what should I do for this? You need to do this. Nah, but I heard you can't do this or you can't do that or, and then they start looking at those statistics and believing those statistics.
Belief.
Why would you believe those statistics if you never even try to even put in the work at age 32? Let's say 32, right? 35 or whatever, right? I'm gonna say 32. So from age 32, you just gave up. So how you gonna believe those statistics? You ain't even try to even do something to try to reverse that role. So I would say that. So hopefully that kind of,
Ooh, I mean, that resonated with me. Listen, this is advice that we're giving you. We're very passionate. It might seem direct or these guys are know-it-alls. That's not our intention. We hope that you're not taking it that way. It's just we're sharing our experiences from being boots on the ground in this since what, 15? Since what, 13? What, 15? Like boots on the ground, we've been doing this. And now as professionals and now giving you this advice. So just take it as that, a handbook, something for you to research and re-research if you don't believe us, right? But you can see how we look and how we talk and how consistent our message is. We're very consistent. If you follow this channel, we love you, right? Please tell others. But we're very consistent, and I think that's what it comes down to when it comes down to exercise.
And like you said, in the field, we stepping over landmines, and sometimes we get hit with landmines,
100%,
injuries.
100%.
And then we have to come back, right? So I just wanted
that was
to
hard.
kind of, metaphor. I don't know. I just started that.
So that was actually hard, like storytelling process. So what are the landmines that we have come across in developing the exercise pillar? And one of the initial goals with this platform was to not wait until we were already breaking the statistics, to not wait till, like, we already broke the statistics on health outcomes for African American men at 30s, 40s, etc. We know we're going to break the statistics for African American or minority wealth. We just know we're
100%.
going to break statistics. That's just in our
100%.
DNA.
Right.
So part of the rallying call for this platform initially was, let's not wait till we're there. Let's kind of show others how we conversate amongst ourselves
100%.
on that path. With that being said, on the exercise pillar itself, what kind of roadblocks have we been coming across towards developing exercise for others, et cetera, developing exercise for ourselves, and how would you approach that? How would you expand on that?
Me, when I'm looking at roadblocks, I want to basically, one, please understand, anybody that just exercises out there for fun or does it in a hobby and turns on a camera and say, hey guys, I'm doing these many sets and these many sets, and haven't taken themselves through an educational process or haven't taken themselves through an experience, a wealth of years of doing it, and now they can call themselves experts. I'm not hating on any of those people because I was that person before I became this person, so I know it's a journey. But you have to respect what's coming out of our mouths because of the education, our experiences. That's what makes someone an expert. So on that realm, the biggest roadblock is myself. Stopping myself from thinking outside the box and listening to podcasts or YouTubes like this, but just going with the flow of what everyone else is doing. And if you don't think outside of the box, especially if the box of wellness looks terrible right now, looks terrible right now, then how can you contribute to get people out of said box of terrible environment to get better? So when you're thinking outside of the box, you have to understand that you're not following the norm. The norm means norm. Like if you want to be exceptional, even if you want to be just above average, you have to be, if you want to look like him or me at this age, you have to be way above average. You have to be what, like Nick said, the 1%. And a lot of you guys, it's not going to be ever achievable to look like us, but you can be the best versions of yourself. Because everyone has different body types. Everyone has different structures. We talked about ectomorphs and mesomorphs, and I'm just now getting upper chest. He looks at a dumbbell, he gets it automatically. He might get part of his because he has a mixture of endo and meso and ecto all in one, right? So everyone has a different body, but you have to think outside of the box. And if you want to stay the healthiest you can be for a long period of time, that's called vitality. And if you want to be a vital person, that exercise pillar is very, very, very important, that you stay disciplined and consistent. And that's going to be the number one thing. As you age, as you have babies, as you have a community, and people say, you're going to drop, your testosterone is going to drop, this is going to drop, you just stop being disciplined. You stop being consistent like you were in your 20s, or you were in your teens, or you've never been ever before. And that consistency of those little things is what's going to bring success. And that's it.
So how are you in your own way?
Me not being consistent. That's it. I stopped lifting heavy. I got skinny again. I stopped running, and I started running with you as a young buck over here. I started injuring things all over again. Right? I started doing some boxing or whatever. I had some little aches and pains because I stopped doing it. We used to kickbox in Los Angeles. I stopped doing it. So whether you're a coach, whether you're an expert, whether you're whatever, a beginner, if you don't stay consistent, and as a coach, I stopped being consistent in programming, so my clients' programs went down. I stopped giving them their assessments when I needed to, so retention went down because I couldn't show them the evidence or the receipts that they did get better. I just say, but you did get better. But I don't know, I think I'm the same. You see what I'm saying? So we're always going to kind of see the best version and the worst version of ourselves. We're always going to see the worst version, and that's how we want to keep being a better version and a better version, because this version is not good enough. So I want a better version. So we're always going to see that. But you have to be consistent. Exercise is about being consistent. His biceps look like that because he lifts biceps. His quads and calves look like that because he did something to stimulate those things to keep that going. And that's how it works. That's it. That's exercise in a nutshell. Figure out something that you can do consistently enough to get the results or the outcome that you want.
I appreciate that vulnerability or story, because I've never heard anybody ever say, I made a mistake that led to decreased retention, and I've been in the industry for like 10 years. Oh, yeah. And never actually heard that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yep.
Ever.
It's true. It's a true statement.
From
It's a true statement.
So that's actually dope. Dre, how about you? What type of landmines are you on our journey so far to break more molds? Have you experienced in the exercise pillar for yourself, or in your process of coaching others through exercise? What are some of the biggest as of today?
All right, it's a two-part question. Actually, like a three-part, because I still want to answer the African American 1%. For me, roadblocks. So the roadblocks, experience-wise, it was little mini roadblock. Nothing really crazy. It was more of learning to get better as a trainer. During the beginning of time, when I first started, it was more of my training had to take a hit because I had to experience what it felt like to know what it was to get my heart rate up sky high, to lift and do circuits together. Right. I had to go through all that. So that was my roadblock as far as it was a roadblock, but learning experience. It's a roadblock as far as my body not, I would say, not looking how it was looking a year ago, right? That year ago. So it was more of me. That roadblock was more of me just putting my work in and those hours in to learn and get that experience and know what it feels like to give my client that, to know what it feels like if I, did a combo exercise, chest fly to a push-up to a lat pull down or something like that, right? Because most clients is not going to have, I have a few clients I was able to transition to kind of understand like, okay, it's just chest only today.
Right.
You want to rest for this amount of time, but it's hard to get, 90% of your clientele. You might have your 10% of your clientele that can have that mental capacity and stamina
Right.
to actually do that type of training. For other people, you need to kind of create like bigger circuits for them so they could get more work done and stuff like that to stimulate, and they can get away with it because they never really built anything anyway.
Right.
So you could, group all those things together. But long as this, you got your push, pull, leg, push, pull, all those things. And there's a way to create it to do push, push. Nothing is wrong with that. We'll talk about that in another episode or whatever.
Right.
Or that's our IP.
Right.
But yeah, so as far as them, so I took my roadblock with that, took the hit trying to put myself through those training styles and all that, experimenting on myself to know how it feels to give my
Got to
client.
do it. Yeah, for sure. You got to do it. Yeah.
Roadblocks clients had, I mean, if we're being honest, clientele is always going to have roadblocks. If we're being honest, let's be serious about it. You know what I mean? There's no rocket science. We're not going to try to figure it out.
Right.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's
human nature.
It's human
It
nature.
is human nature.
And this is our lifestyle.
It is human nature.
That it's not their lifestyle. So there's a different
I'm with you.
drive
I'm with you.
for it.
I understand.
There's a different drive for
I'm
it,
with you.
right? And for the 1%, for the, us as African Americans, black men, whatever you want, whatever it is, whatever, I don't know, they change it now, I don't know, we probably do something else in a minute. I want to say that, so y'all mentioned about podcasts and how he was listening to certain podcasts and that would bring his level down, right? And he said, listen to our podcast where there's no shot, but listen to our podcast where we trying to bring you up and not trying to keep you here. Or say, the statistics says this. No, we're living proof that the stats is wrong in a sense, right?
First, it
and
can
we're that
be.
1%.
It
right?
can be, for
It
sure.
can be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Whatever. Let's pull up the stat and we can talk about it. And for that 1%, I want to say now, y'all said the podcast and, him listening to podcasts. And what I would say that technology, right? And I said it in the beginning. So technology has made, I'm going to call it out, men softer in a sense, right? Technology has made men softer.
Facts. Facts.
Like I said, they churn on the dad bod and all that stuff. People, they probably made $10 million off a t-shirt that said, proud of your dad bod. You know what I'm saying? 10 million off just something like that. You know what I mean? But smart marketing.
Exploit marketing.
There you go. Exploit market.
market.
Hey, there's a market for it. That technology has made a lot of even pro athletes soft and them not reaching their highest ability.
Facts.
Because, and when I say technology, there's no knock to the technology. You just got to know how to apply it, right? It's you versus you. When you're in the ring, field, basketball court, soccer field, I don't care what
Gym.
sport it is, gym, whatever it is, it's you versus you.
That's it.
So, in you versus the opponent. Right? So you're gauging your opponent off of technology. Someone saying you need to stop right now. Technology telling you to stop. But your opponent ain't. Your opponent saying, I'm willing to die in this ring right now. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for my heart to explode. And when I say ring, I mean field. Your opponent is ready to go to last ounce and say, you know what? After I'm gonna get my last ounce and I'll replenish after. You know what I mean? I'm taking myself to that level. Technology will tell you to stop. But your opponent is like, I'm going past that. Right? So we gotta know when to draw the line and when to use the technology the right way and can't rely on it. Right? It's human versus human, not technology versus human. And I'm talking about in the exercise sense at this moment. But we can go into other stuff as well, right?
That was
but
hard.
exercise, right?
That was great.
It's me, like, do you understand that shit? Mano y mano, man versus man, and you're fighting.
Who's that, Dre?
I don't know who is that, but he's just looking. You see?
Got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want
Mano a mano.
They always do that. You know, mano y mano, right? And you know what it is to go mano y mano. You play on a football field. We got into little scuffles and fist fights.
Right.
You think that purpose is, okay, my heart rate is tight. Like, nah, we going.
You gotta go.
No, we going.
Gotta go.
So someone break us up. But my monitor said this. Now we going, right? So, you know, that's why I love so much about, like, you know, boxing, right? I love the fact that, and I love the coaching in the boxing. Like, when you see it, it's just like you see that technology, and you know how it feels to get in that ring. You know how it feels to spar. We was on the mat after doing conditioning. We know what that felt like. So it's just like, you have to keep pushing through. What they're going to say? Your opponent is working 10 times harder than you. Your opponent not tired right now. Your opponent is. So I just want to say that, stop, you know, trying to get, and then you can use technology in the wrong way where people get a Peloton and they'll outdo themselves. They'll go and pick the hardest thing, the hardest bike ride. You're not in condition to even do level 1, so why would you go level 10? And now they come in, oh, my doctor said I have this, I can't train, and my bones hurt, and this stuff hurt, because you're not recovered. You know, so now, and that's what I mean about apply it. So for all our clients out there, when you get something like a technology thing, whatever it is, please let us program that in your program, and just don't go in, and then now you're coming to us, and now you're complaining about your tight, something tweaked, you think you did. No, you didn't. You're doing stuff outside of here, right? So now I'm going into this. I'm going to, like, coaching full into our clientele. Please, if we tell you, be careful with the classes, you're getting healthier, and you're going to class, we know, how you going to tell it? We know what the classes are. We know it's just lower body jumping, hippity hop, jump jacks, and then when, you know what I mean? I'm going in right now, bro. I'm going in. We're letting it all out. I know y'all like, damn, I've been wanting to say this forever. I was too scared. We going in. We going in right now. You know what I mean? We about to go in. You know, and
Oh man.
and damn, my mind is clicking. What the hell I had this morning?
Huh.
Sheesh. Ooh, that nutrition. What?
Acai.
Woo. Water, food,
Pineapples?
sups. I'm on fire right now. Damn. We're gonna leave this in here. But
Okay, so what you're telling me is,
Yeah.
if I'm getting this correct, y'all need to stop lifting like pussies. Man.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what it gets that. I
And
mean,
that's what it gets.
that's
down
what
to
it comes
as
down
well.
to.
And that's that too. That's a great.
When I say that,
point as
I
well.
mean that with all the love and respect to you, my people. But whatever you know that term to be, as negative as it is to everyone, as triggering as it is to everyone knows what that means. Fine. That's why I said it, to grab your attention. You have to do your best. Every day has to be your best. Some days it might be very low because you don't have that energy, but you got to do your best. That's it. When it comes down to, stop the bull stuff, man. You know why you're fat. You know why you're skinny. You know why you're injured. You know why you're tired. You know these things. You don't need us to tell you. You don't need us to tell you because you're not doing it. Get off your couch. Get out of bed. Finish watching this. And listen to what we said.
Do some RH.
Come on, man. You got to do it. I'm tired of this, man. You got to do it. Don't be influenced by the people saying that you can't do this, or you can't be in the top 1% if you don't do this. Just get out and do something. Get out and do something. Move your body. We're having a conversation about exercise. Move your body. Just start, whatever you want to do, you got to move. Get off your butt and move. So guys, we're going to humanize it. To my peoples, Give it to them. 1 minute spiel.
All right. I was looking for I was thinking about, you know what? We gotta like trigger some people now.
Yeah.
Like things that we wouldn't say off camera.
Hey, man.
So and you said it, right? So it's funny, I'm like, damn, but it is the information age.
Is it?
Hold on. It is the information age. And what is a pussy designed to do is take in information.
Ooh.
And a I say that respectfully. I'm just saying
respectfully.
Hold on, the biology says so, okay? I said that respectfully. Okay? I was
Respectfully.
raised by a single mom. Okay, I got two
We love
sisters.
women.
Context.
We love
okay.
queens.
We can't get canceled because it's our platform.
Listen,
but I'm just saying.
we love queens.
But I'm thinking about it. Interesting. So most people are stuck in that. If you want to think about what that means in the okay, you're just taking in information.
Taking information.
You're actually not giving anything of yourself to yourself. You're not giving yourself it. You're not putting anything out. If you know what I'm saying. Literally. Like they're not putting anything out. You're not putting out no sweat, no effort, no game sixes, no overtime, no rhythm,
Nothing.
no flow.
Nope. Nope.
You're not putting anything out because you're stuck in taking information in.
Yes, the apply factor. That's what apply
Please
factor.
like, share, subscribe. You're hearing what we're saying. Dre, I love it. So you're not taking anything in, can't put anything out. I understand that. That seems to me energy. Taking all the energy in. You can't give any of the energy out. So Mr. Dre, tell the people, 1 minute.
The views expressed by the speakers on the Vitality Handbook do not necessarily reflect the opinion or beliefs of the owners and investors and members of Peak
like
Vitality
that.
Solutions, Athletic Artillery Proliferated,
You know what?
RFX Studio.
We need to put
Emerson
that at the
Media,
beginning.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
gotta
we're
put that at the beginning. But go ahead.
It's going to be the beginning. Right at the beginning. Boop,
Disclaimer.
real quick. Disclaimer. It's going to be a disclaimer.
So Mr. Dre, give it to him.
Damn, we said like so many, amazing conversation again. I got it. So in the exercise thing, stop comparing yourself to people. And that's where the technology has killed a lot of exercise things as well. A lot of people staying consistent, I think, or just training, staying consistent on a program. They're taking in all this information, right? They see all the guy doing a push-up with a couch, or people are just shooting videos because of the next trend. People don't know what is exercise. People really don't know what is exercise, how you're supposed to program it together, how you're supposed to do it. They don't know. They think doing a band exercise is all that motivation, all that. That's not an exercise. That's a warm-up. Okay, putting the bands on your butt, doing the butt hip. That's a warm-up. That's a warm-up, right? Or you finish it off with that.
That's fact.
Right after you do your hard lifting, your hard movements. All right. So you did not train. You know what I mean? I want to say that I think a lot of people taking in all this information, they don't know what exercise really is. They really don't know what exercise really is, how to put it together, and how to program it. And that's because there's so many videos, females, males. Who are you going to listen to? Who are you going to follow? They're going to try out this workout of this crazy, I did HIIT. I did this fun workout. Sorry, fun workouts is just that. They're fun. They're not transformation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're fun workouts, right? They'll do that workout. You know what? I'm going to try this other, the guy fun workout. He does the abs and he does all this stuff. Now you're putting all this nonsense together. You're putting nonsense together, and that's exactly what the results you're getting. Nonsense.
Nonsensical programming. Nonsensical programming. So we're programming you. We're telling you to like, share, subscribe, follow. We love you. But we're also telling you, hey man, we're giving you these things that are actually going to transform your life. Just try it. Don't just try it. You got to do it. And every single day you're given the responsibility to do it yourself. Be sovereign. You're in charge. You make the rules. Please choose wisely. My thing is, to wrap it up, is
Yeah, wrap it up.
If you take what Dre said, and he's talking about your opponent, you're really your own opponent, right? That's your own opponent. If you're taking what Nick said, is like, listen, if you're always taking in information, you can't have any value because you're not giving anything to anybody else. That's really, how much value can you be to the world? What can you give to people? And that's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing. Every time we put on this thing is we want to give you information. We want to give you information, give you the secrets, give you this information that can help you apply your life. This conversation on exercise is one of them. We have many videos. Go back and watch. Go back and watch from the beginning, and you'll follow us on this journey. Fellas, let's get into it.
Quick little message out to the 100 subscriber milestone.
Woo! You thought we were done. Thank you, guys. We love you. We are at 103 or something subscribers there. Our many troops. We love you guys. Please share. If you're already subscribed, share it with somebody and tell them to subscribe. The bigger we get, the bigger you get, the more information we all can. Okay, I'm done.
I thought you were going to go the bigger the tribe.